Today is April 9th, 2020. I just got back from Lowe's and I picked up this one little sad orchid that they had that's in pretty crappy shape. I don't have one in this color. It's kind of a pink with orangey and a dark pink lip. And this flower spike is already dead, so I'll be cutting that off. It was a cheapie. Came in this little tiny pot and one of these terrible plastic throwaway pots. You've probably heard Brad from Brad's greenhouse rant about that. Well, I'm gonna see if I can save this one. The leaves are soft and wrinkled. The roots look decent, so I think it's salvageable. And the mini orchids, the mini Phalaenopsis are my favorites. I prefer these over the big giant Phalaenopsis hybrids. I wouldn't mind having a collection of a bunch of just minis in all the colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a better pot. First I'm going to soak it in rooting hormone to de-stress it, and then put it into probably a plastic square pot. I think I have one. And then we'll go from there. I got it out of that little pot. It's crazy how much sphagnum they pack into this. There's really, so I'm going to soak that and maybe it'll loosen up and then I can get the roots out. But most of these roots look nice. I cut off the flower spike. Okay, so let's do that. So now it's in here with KLN rooting hormone, which also helps with stress. So I'll let it soak for 15 minutes to half an hour. Get them out, pot them up. And a little recycling here. I have these pots that I bought at Walmart last year. I think it was last year, when they have the spring flower sales for like daffodils and tulips and those types of small flowers. And they're really nice little, I think they're 3-inch pots, 3 or 4 inches. They're soft, but they're durable, and they just happen to fit perfectly in these teacup orchids that I get at the grocery store from Silver Vase Orchids. So I'll pop the orchid in here, pop it into there, and it's like it was made for it. I've got a Hoya here in one that it's great. I love that. And then all the excess water collects down in here. And then I just dump that so it's not sitting in water, and I think it works great. I might even use these outside. So those are the roots. They look pretty good. There's not too much I'm going to be cutting off, so that's great. And that's all the sphagnum that it came in. Crazy. So here's what's left after I cut it. Looks pretty good. Gonna leave that yellow one because it gets this long one that looks pretty good. And never quite sure what to do with these that are slightly yellow and green, but I think it'll be okay. See that spike? That's a new one coming in, so that's actually a good thing. Roots are more important than flowers and leaves. Then leaves are the second most important thing. Alright, let's pot this guy up then. I've got, so that's what was left over. That was a lot. Then I've just got some pre-made Nepenthes and orchid mix. It's perlite, New Zealand sphagnum moss, and orchid bark. Not my high quality stuff, but it'll be good enough for this cheap little guy. Okay, so here it is, all potted up. I kind of got it leaning to one side a bit because I don't want it to get crown rot like the one that I lost a while back that I really regret, and I just labeled it pink orange Lowe's and put the potting date so I know when to repot. Whoops, sorry guy. And here's the cup, and check this out. Dun dun dun. Perfect. Easy. Alrighty. So I think this guy will recover and do pretty well for me. Des signing off.